Good afternoon, traders. It is January 25th, Monday, and the U.S. stock market is closed. That's January 25th, 2021. I'm a little shaken up today. It reminds me, I got to tell a story. I'm dating myself, but back in October of 1986 or 1987, the stock market had its worst crash since 1929. And back then, I didn't even have a computer, and got quotes on something called a Quotrek. And man, and I was trading the S&P 500, the full contract. They didn't even have mini contracts back there. It was a pile. And that market dropped so fast, it just fried my Quotrek. I had no idea what was going on. Anyway, I tell that story because it kind of reminded me a little of today. Just like today, I did make money that day, but it was a pretty terrifying experience. Volatility in these stocks is unbelievable. And I told everybody, all my customers, that at the beginning of the month, and they've just been tearing. Even it's been a good month for us. But today, things got so volatile that the volatility burned up one of my platforms, and I ended up, I was getting so involved with that, trying to fix that thing. I don't know, may have been 15, 20 minutes. Next time I looked, my equity had dropped from about $160,000 positive to $50,000. Yeah, like over $100,000 loss in profits, loss of profits in 15, 20 minutes. By that time, I was shaking, I was sweating, and I was soiling my pants. Oh, you just can't describe that feeling when it gets that wild. And I sometimes wonder, well, there's got to be a better way to make a living. Then I think about it a little and say, nah, what other job could I have where I could make 100,000 in a day? And in spite of that drop in equity, it still closed out $51,000 today. But like I say, that was a drop from 160,000 earlier. But I'll take $51,000. We got into 21 new positions, 11 positive, 10 negative, and we're carrying just over $10,000 in open trade. You can see the Dow here. It was negative, open negative. It was down close, I think down 400 points, down way down here, but it came back very strong and ended up closing negative only 37 points. But just and what I couldn't believe that, with this negative Dow, that we end up buying 21 positions, and they all just go crazy. They just go crazy today. So it was it was a crazy day. Let me show you three of the stocks, most notable stocks. This first one is Gevo, and we had bought this on Friday. It closed pretty much where we bought it, but big gap up today, and then it moved higher, came back a little bit there, but we're holding $17,900 in Gevo Incorporated. That is really nice. I'll show you another fast moving one here. This is Polar Power. And Polar Power has really been powerful lately. Last Thursday we bought this right out of the gate. It closed just mildly profitable. Big gap up on Friday, and we got out of that thing with $16,400 on Friday, and then 30 minutes later we're re-entered into this thing, and this re-entry takes off, closes pretty profitably on Friday, but then it gaps up more this morning. We get out with $19,500 in Polar Power, and combine those two trades, we have $36,000 in Polar Power. So that stock's on fire. Okay, and this is the one that makes me want to cry. Whoop, that isn't what I wanted to show you. Hang on here, I'll get it straight. This is GME, GameStop Incorporated. I could not believe this thing. Okay, going back on Thursday, we bought this thing. We got out with just diddly squat, maybe $1,000 or so there, but we got re-entered on Friday. Closed very profitably on Friday. Huge gap up this morning. It goes all the way up here, people. Up here, this thing we have over $100,000 in profit in GameStop. I mean, it's just tearing off the roof. It's up at about $160 there. We bought it at $51 or something like that. It went all the way to $160. So $100 move here in GameStop, and then it craps out. Comes down here, stops us out, but it stops us out with let's see, I forgot to write this. Yeah, $34,600. So $34,000 trade, that's not shabby. But when you see it go from $100,000 to $34,000, that hurts. And this was a very rapid drop. Anyway, I just, what can I say? That's the way I went. We closed out 51,000. We're carrying 10 going into tomorrow. This is not for the faint of heart. Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Tuesday.